Hello guys, good evening and welcome back. Alright, so in this video I want to show you guys how to draft a trouser that has front rope, front zip and back elastic. Now this method I will still make use of the gradient line method to draft this. Some people asked question on, is it possible to use the same method for English trouser to draft the back elastic, front rope and front zip? And the answer is yes, it's very much possible. So if this sounds like what you want to learn, kindly watch the video to the very end and make sure you like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. So the first thing we all know is we have to mark out our baseline, which is very important. So mark out your baseline. The first thing you need to do is to mark out your baseline. So mark out this baseline all through this way, after which you also mark out the base at the hem. So mark out this all through this way. You mark out this as well, and make sure you also mark out this area in this very form. So once you have marked out these two lines, now the next you will do is to mark extra 2 inches here for the hemming or folding of the trouser, right? So mark out 2 inches here, and then you connect the line as well in this form. So the length of my customer's length I have is 43. So right here you mark 43 inches length from there, and then you mark your line as well. Now it's also very important that I state clearly here that you don't need to deduct or minus the band from the length of the trouser, because of the fact that you are going to slant this waistline by half an inch, and you're also going to join the band back by half an inch. So invariably 1 inch is being removed from the total length. Connect the line all through this way, and the next you will do now is to get your crotch depth. So how do you get your crotch depth? Divide the hip by 4 and use the answer for your crotch depth. So the crotch I have here, the hip I have is 45. Divide by 4, you have 11 1/4. That's 11.25. You mark all through this way, 11.25, and then connect the line as well all through in this form. After this, you are still going to get your knee line. So how do you get your knee line? Measure from the crotch depth to your ankle line, which gave me 31.5. Divide by 2, you have 15.25. Then minus 3 from this, you have 12.25. You mark in this form. That is the standard formula to get your knee point of all adults. Then right here, you extend the line all through this way, and then after this, the next you are going to do here is to mark your hip measurement, which is 45, 11.25 right there. You mark it in this form, and then add extra 2 inches to that this way, and of course get the total distance from here to here, divide by 2. So here gave me 13.5, then divide by 2 will give me 6 3/4. So right here you mark 6 3/4. Extend this 6 3/4 all across this line, so put it as well on the knee line. Mark your 6 3/4, put on the ankle line or the hem. You also mark 6 3/4, right? Now you have the option to rule the line to join across, or you can just drop chalk this way. You can just drop chalk this way on the trouser. It's still very much acceptable, right? So if you want to save your chalk, you must not really rule all through, just drop chalks on it, fine. Now the next thing you will do here is to get your knee measurement. So the knee I have there is 18 and a half. So such cases, I do it to be 19. So 19 divided by 2 will give us 9.5. And then divided by 2 again will give us 4.25, 4.25. So right here, you mark 4.25 in this form. And here you mark 4.25 as well in this form. After this, the next you mark is your ankle. Ankle is 15. Divided by 2 gave me 7.5. Divided by 2 again will give me 3.25 on both sides. So from the center line here, you also mark 3.25. And here as well, you mark 3.25. Then you connect the lines all through. You make sure you raise this calf line or this ankle line to come up to like 10 inches high on this area, and then mark here as well to come up to at least 10 inches high as well, all through this way. So after you have done this, then connect, make sure that the lines you marked on your knee are very much visible. Then you can use your stretch ruler to connect this, or you can use your hip curve, whichever one you didn't fit. But let's use our straight line. So right here, you connect here all through this way, and then you now take your pattern, your hip curve, then blend it in this way. Make sure you get a connection that goes all through from here to the knee line, so it joins all through that way. And then you can still connect here as well with a straight line from here to this point, and then after which you connect from here all through to this very point as well. So here is my connection, right? And after that, remember that we are putting front zip and rope, but the back has elastic, so you still need to mark your waist circumference on the waist line. So the waist is 35 divided by 4 is going to give us 8 3/4. So 875. So you mark here 8 3/4, and then add extra 1 inch to it as well. Then connect the 1 inch on the waistline to the hip point. It goes all through this way. And then after this, all you need to do next here is to come up here by 2 inches as well in this form. And then here as well, go by 0.5 or use a pattern master, and then place in this form and connect with a curve from here to this very point. So after this, the next you will do now is to slope the front trouser line by half of an inch. Come down by half of an inch, just that way. Then take your pattern, take your hip curve, make a curvy connection. The joining, the slanting should not be up to the very edge here, somewhere at the midpoint of the trouser waistline, right? And then put your pocket depth of 7 inches this way, and then put the pocket up area of 2.5. That's for the pocket positioning, right? So now you are done with the front panel. So I will cut this and then show you as well how to cut the back. So I do hope you have a clearer view of this trouser, and this is how it looks like. Let me give you a clearer view. This is how it looks like, right? So you can, duplicate this, and then also don't forget to comment. Tell me the results and the outcome of the pattern. Let me cut this and show you the next thing to do. So now the next you do now is to cut the back. So how then do you go about it? By simply dragging the fabric, to come to this position, and then you make sure all edges are evenly held. And then if you bring your fabric, now we have two layers of fabric here, coffee brown and white, so don't be confused, right? It's the same person that owns the coffee brown owns the white as well, so it's a whole lot easier drafting or cutting out such outfit because it's the same measurement. But don't do this when you're cutting different measurements, right? So now you arrange all your bodies and then make sure that the back area has an extra 4 inches fabric left at the upside. So this will help to make your band to be cut together with the back panel. The beauty of this outfit is that the band of the back panel will be cut together. So that's the beauty of this pattern, right? And why I am also trying to show this, because of some persons have been asking, can we use the same plumb line method to cut this? The answer is yes, because plumb line method has to do with fitting, like giving you a perfect fitting. In as much as you are still cutting a rope trouser that has back elastic, you still need fitting on the outfit. So the pattern of trouser cutting is not necessarily a problem, rather the fitting is what you are concerned about. So now I have gotten to this stage. So the next I will do now is to extend the line on the crotch to come out to the back panel just like this, and then I will mark my regular 2 inches extra all through to the inner seam, all through this way. I will mark my 2 inches all through this way, all through this way. And then at the back panel, normally we add extra 1.5, but remember you have elastic. So at this point, you can decide to mark 3 here or 2.5, depending on how stretchy you want it to go, right? Remember that we use the person's real waist to draw the front. So the back, you need to add extra inch for the elastic to have enough space to contract and open. And bear in mind that the essence of the elastic is to enable the customer to wear this for long in case he expands or he increases in width, right? So he can, inside rather, he can still make use of it for a very long time. So most persons prefer this on their native outfits. So here you can mark 2.5, 3 inches, depending on what you want to have. So let's use 2.5 inch here, and then retain our normal 2 inches on the hip area as well. So right there, you now extend this line to go all straight from here. Where you need the extra inch is only on the back waistline for the elastic to work very well. So right here, you raise the back panel by 4 inches. So the back panel will be raised by 4 inches this way, by 4 inches as well, all through this way, and then you connect. So this is the simplest way you can use to draft your English trouser, and you won't have any much problems. Then connect the crotch area with your pattern master as well, all through to this very point. It goes all through this way, goes all through this way, and then you take your hip cuff and then connect in twos. Connect the first one to this one, connect this as well to this, connect this as well to this, connect them in twos. So once you are done with this is literally all you need to do. So you are going to cut and make sure that the sides from here, where the pocket notch started from, is straight enough, so it goes all through this way. So you're going to cut the 4 inches mark, cut this other area, and this is all you need to do. So I will do this, and then I will show you as well. The next thing is just the band, the bed loop, the flap, the pocket facing, and of course the sewing aspect. So I hope this helps you to guide you guys on how to do this. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel.
Threads of gold dancing in my hands, stitching dreams to wear across the lands. Fabric whispers telling tales so bold. Every stitch we're crafting stories untold. Walk the line in colors so divine, shape the world one stitch at a time.